motion. We have last discussed about the file chooser to select any file. Similarly, we use either open file or for the save dialog for the file to save. So in that case, we get the file and we save data from text box to the file using the file writer. It is a part of the file IO. The next one is the file chooser, color chooser. So in many applications we required user select the color and doing the operations. So it is a similar kind of the operations, nothing different, right? Over here we just select, when we click on the button, our target is to select the color and we change the background. So it is an action performed event for the button, right? So file chooser dot show dialog, right? JColorChooser dot show dialog, similar to the open file dialog. We it's written the one color and simply we can set dot background to it is a color chooser. We can select the color using the anyone event, either from this one JSV RGB anyone methods, right? Different method is there, so you can select the any one color, right? And when you click on the OK, that color is coming to here, simple one line. This is what example of the JColorChooser, right? To whenever we require to select the color from the user, then it is easily we can do, or you can practice yourself, right? It is not required to discuss, so we go further. Today we focus on the mouse event, which is also remaining and important, right? The main one more important topic of this unit is the mouse handling. So there are two listeners, MouseListener and MouseMotionListener. Over here we are giving the example MouseListener. So when we are going to MouseListener, so it's have the abstract method we need to implement. So which are the methods, right? So it is a mouse click it, right? That means MouseListener is called this function when we click the mouse, right? One more method is mouse is entered, where suppose in the inside our area of the frame is mouse is entered, this method is executed. Mouse exists, we are going outside, right? Mouse pressed, if we press the mouse but still it is not released, right? And then release. So clicked is a combination of pressed and released. These are 5 methods we need to implement when we are going to implement a mouse listener. Adapter is also there. If we do not require all 5 methods, we are going with the extend the mouse adapter. So it's have a blank method, nothing else. Or we are just put the blank method. If we do not need to response in the enter and exit, then just give it blank. Fine. We check it. It is important for us. So there is close it. NetBeans. Now new demo class mouse listener. You can easily say it is a mouse demo, mouse event demo. Okay, we take the frame, so it's good for us. Extends frames. In the framing, we need to set the size and everything, right? Which is default taken in the effects. We do not handle exceptions. Set 100 width and 300 height. Okay, now we make it the layout. So we do not set the layout. Over here we do not require any layouts, because we are work with the mouse handling. Okay, and then this dot set visible, and this dot set default close, dot exit. Okay, call this using the main method public static void main. In the applet we do not require the main method because it is handled by the applet viewers. of mouse motion listener on the small. We are not receiving object because we do not require to write over here. If we need to write something with this object, then we can receive, right? Otherwise it is not important. Our target is what? Anyway, we call this constructor. If constructor is called, then our frame is visible to the user. Fine. Now our target is when mouse is entered, we need to do something. Okay. So we take the one label, the label. We can also display as a in the text label equal to new the label. We need to find over here message something. It is click it, press it, or like that. Right? We need to set bonds because we do not use any layout. Suppose it is a part of the inside the label type of the middle or 100 width. Suppose we give the width 100, height we do not require more. Okay, now label is available. We also increase the scope of the label variable because it is really required in the different events, mouse events. Okay, now we implements mouse listener. Okay, let's give the error, implement the abstract method of the, right? So we click on that. So mouse click it, press it, release, enter and exit. 5 method is there. We simply just do nothing inside that one, right? This is what method we are going to implement. So what we are doing, so our label is there, so we just set the text, right? What text? So it is a clicked event, right? So suppose it is a clicked, and we also have this as a part of our exercise, practical exercise. We check it for this exercise and we can try to do this. Paste, right? Release, enter, not issue. The first message is not visible. Why? Because we are creating the label, but we are not added label to our frame, so it's not visible. This dot add label. Right? Not perform. Why? Because we are implemented listener, right? We define the methods, but we are not bound the listener. That means when we need to perform this, right? The source object is which one? So we need related with the frame. So this is the current object to add mouse listener, right? We are missing the bounding. Okay, enter it, right? Till it is entered, exited, enter, exit, right? Now we work here. This is press it, click it, press it, click it, right? Release is not display over here, right? Why? Because release is display over there, but is the click it is called, right? Press and then release. The release is there, but press and release, it is a click event, right? So click override the release message. So we just comment this one. So we can say yes, please is this figure, fine. Right? Enter is there, exit there. Now press is there, release is there, right? And then there it is a exit. Right? These are the method. Okay, now what is our targeted practical list? uh, we are doing these two things. These are related to the mouse handling. JavaPlay to create the frame exit capability, event mouse pressed, released, click, dragged by the display appropriate message describing the events, right? And at the right display appropriate message describing the event at the coordinates where the event has taken. So this is a different, right? We need to display the message at where we click. And another is this one is what applet that track the position of the mouse when it is dragged or moved. At the current mouse position, display the message XY, right? Showing the current position of the mouse, right? The message should disappear as soon as the user release the mouse. So it is when we move or drag it, right? Suppose click on that, we need to display the message and we get. So it is a different, it is a mouse motion listener. Now over here it is a press, click, release, right? By displaying the appropriate which is we are doing, but describing at the event, right? At the coordinates where the event has taken. So now our target is what? We need to display this message. We need to display this message where we click it. So how we can doing it? So first we need to get the position, this one, right? Suppose we are pressed over here, right? So what is the x and what is the y? Integer x equal to e dot get x. It is coordinate where we are performing the event. E dot get y. Okay. Now what we need to just set this label, right? Set alignment of x. Which are the best other method is there? Set not layout location, right? X and y. So simply it is moved and which is part of the every event. Over here we are just commented, so we do not need to copy paste. If we require the click and then we do it. Copy the, okay, right? This one over here and this one, fine. Okay. Right. We have clicked here and it is displayed. It is depend on the action is performed, but this is what the practical example, right? The we can just change the message. So because we also set the different layouts, we can change it. Not initially we are doing this thing, so we did not need to set the width is okay, not issue, height is 30 or we require more list. Okay, we are not writing over here for the move. We take this example in the next one, right? So you can bring it handle as we require. And another listener is a mouse motion listener. Mouse motion listener is similar kind of a listener, but we have a two method: mouse move or mouse drag, on two methods, right? And over here our target is what? We need to just whenever we drag the mouse, right, we need to display that coordinate over there, and it is a part of the applet, using the applet, right, as per our requirement. This exam is our current exam. Now we are going for this one. So what we are doing, we just create the applets, new, So it is a demo of mouse motion listener demo. Public, which method related with the paint, click void paint, graphics, okay, we need to import the graphics objects. Okay, now our target is what? Implement the motion listener. Implements mouse motion. It is also possible to implement with the frame, right? It is not only just possible in the mouse motion listener, and we need to implement all the methods related with the mouse motion listener. Now our target is what? What our target? First we need to retry the x and y, right? We already doing in the last examples. So similarly we are doing over here. I just take it integer x for the current location, integer y for this one, right? It is also possible we are doing in a different way, or otherwise retrieving the graphics object for the current and then we draw the line as we show in the example. Over here what we are doing, in the events we are get graphics, right? This dot get graphics, so we get the current graphics object and then we draw it, right? Or otherwise we can just call the repaint, so it is repaint the things. So we can go with the, we are doing in the both way, no, not issue. Graphics z equal to get graphics or otherwise we call the repaint method, then it is also good option. It is not displayed. I'm in the different way. Over here we will declare the integer x and y as a data member to increase the scope, right? We simply take the value, right, whenever the event is there in both cases, right? And every time we repaint. So our target is what? G dot, let's suppose draw string, right, at which what is our value of x and y, like this one, round bracket, right? Then we put the value x, right? Then again we just put the separator, then again we put the value of y, and then again we put the closure bracket. At which position? At the position x and y. That means 10 and 20 is the coordinate, so we display the 10 and 20 at the current position, right? Fine, it is possible. Yes, possible. Not have main method. Yes. Why? Because we are forgetting, and for we are not deriving from the applet, so it is get graphics is not there. Extends JFileChooser, right? So get graphics is there, then not issue. It is not displayed because we are not deriving, so it is no method, no problem. We forget to call the repaint method. Repaint method is indirectly called the paint method. Why it's not happening? Repaint method, so again it is calling that one. Yes, again the mistake is what? We are not bound our listener with the applets, and it is possible in the public void and init method. Right? So at the starting of applets, this my applet dot add mouse motion listener. Right? Right? Actually, it is a coordinates. Right? Not so it's good visible. So what we are doing, this is not a good option. So first displaying anything, we need to clear our old output. Like clear with the how to complete window clear. Clear rectangle from 0 0 to g dot get with this dot get with fully. We can also just clear the any one portion if we require. Get height. So nothing it is doing. Clear the rectangle, right? Now it's look good. Right? Instead of that, if we are doing anyone mouse is moved, right? We just do not call it. When we move, click and then move, then it is displayed. Simple. Right? Okay. Suppose when it is also good if we are just over here. The example is what? Just to moving this oval. Right? Get x, it is a fixed size of the oval. Instead of that, we can now suppose we just pressed and release. So it is we draw the rectangle. Then again we can implement is a press and click release. Right? It is not part of the listener. We can which interface we required. Yes, using mouse motion, which is we already doing this mouse listener. Okay, we need to implement the methods. Okay, we just make it blank and implement the only just required methods. So target is what? When we pressed, right, we take the x and y. When we release, we take the x2, y2. Okay, and after that we drawing the g dot draw, suppose rectangle, right, xy, x2, y2, right? So what is the coding? When we pressed over here, our target is just to take the x and y, right? Measure the x and y, save in the x and y. When we released, right, we take the x2, y2 and then repaint. It's not, you need to set the color. It is by default is a black color. Rectangle, draw rectangle, xy00, xy00, x2, y2. Okay, move it and just comment this thing. Okay, and one again missing thing is this. We need to bind, right? Which you already forget. we are doing something wrong. Fine. Click it over if taking the XY and then over here. I just make this listener unbounded, right? But height and width is there. We are again doing mistake this one. The x2 and y2 is there. That means it is what ending. So width is what? X2 minus x, and this is the y2 minus y. Okay. These are logical mistakes. Exactly over here. Okay. Now it's working. Right. If we need to drag them, right? So similar logic for the x2 y2, but when it is a dragged, right? Not moved, it is a dragged. So we are doing here x2 y2. When pressed, we take the xy, right? Drag, that means at every move positions. Again, we need to implement this thing. Right? Like this one. Okay. And the message is not moved, it is at the top corner. So we can just move it. Because x1, y1 is the first fix, it is the first where we click xy. Now x2, y2. Okay, fine. So we conclude over here. Right? This is what basic fundamental of the GUI programming. You can practice or learn on the internet, find some more examples and practice. And if you have any question related with this one, then we will discuss it. Right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you to all.